The NBA season is dwindling into its final days, and I'm joined here by Connor Delpreet and Rajat Agarwal to talk about the upcoming playoffs. While the Eastern Conference playoff spots are virtually decided, the Western Conference has remained busy, thanks to the battle between the Jazz and the Lakers for the last spot. Now, guys, what do you think are the chances that the Lakers have of making the playoffs? Rajat, we'll start with you.
100%. The Lakers will make the playoffs. They have too many winners on the team. They have Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard. These guys want to make it in. And if I'm one of those top seeds, Oklahoma City or San Antonio, I don't want them in the playoffs at all, because you never know when it's going to start clicking. And if they start clicking, anything can happen.
But there's a problem with that. The Lakers haven't been clicking all season. And the Lakers, it's not in the Lakers' hands anymore. It's in the Utah Jazz's hands. The Utah Jazz hold the 8th spot in the Western Conference. If they win 3 more games, the Lakers have to win every game because the Lakers hold the tiebreaker, the Jazz hold the tiebreaker. And also the Lakers play Houston, San Antonio, and Golden State, who are all playoff teams. Utah Jazz play the Timberwolves twice. So those are two, in my opinion, easy wins.
The Lakers are going to have to step it up, and it's out of their hands right now. But I think if the Lakers do get the help and they make it in, they can be dangerous, because I still think that it's going to start clicking at some point.
It's going to come down to Kobe Bryant, too. I mean, Kobe Bryant's not exactly, he's very tired right now. He's playing 46 minutes a game. His three-point shooting, the last 21 shots he's taken, he's made 1 three-point shot. And that means his legs are tired.
But it's going to come up to him helping other people. And I think we saw that in a couple of games that they were successful. When he was able to distribute the ball, that's when they were at their best. And if he can go back to that.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to step up for the team, although to me a 66-game season is long enough to have everyone step up, but if they're going to have done it, they already should have done so. To me, the Lakers are about a little bit too far behind at this point. I think you're living a little bit of a decade behind where you should be at this point. I don't think the Lakers are going to make it, but moving forward, the Heat, as proven by their 27-game winning streak earlier this season, are clear front-runners to win the Eastern Conference. However, the playoffs aren't always the most predictable. So, guys, who has the best chance to unseat them in the East?
I'm going to go with the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers are a very balanced team that can exploit the Heat's weak points. And also they have one of the players, I think, in the NBA who can really guard LeBron James, and that's Paul George. The last time Indiana played the Heat, Paul George held LeBron James to 13 points and 3 assists, which is incredible. So I think with that, the Indiana Pacers have the best chance because they're the most balanced team.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think anyone will unseat the Heat at all.
Yeah.
I don't think
no one's
anyone
going
will.
to, but best chance.
But I like your pick in the Pacers. I just think that they might need a couple more seasons before they're at that level with the top-tier teams. Right now, I think you can't go against the Knicks. I mean, Carmelo Anthony has gone berserk lately. I mean, his stats are unbelievable, and I think he's shown that they are ready to compete at that top level.
But the only problem with the Knicks is they're way too reliant on scorers like Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith. They could have one bad game, and the Heat, they're going to exploit that. And also, who would you rather have guarding LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony or Paul George? In my opinion, I'd say Paul George, because Carmelo Anthony is not a
But
defender.
you've got to score against this tough Heat defense, and I think Carmelo Anthony has the tools to be able to do that. And when he's on, he's shown that he can do it. And to beat the Heat, you're going to have to be on. So there's no question. If the Knicks are off, definitely the Knicks can't do it if Carmelo Anthony's not on his game.
And it's
but
also,
you've got to hope that he's on his game.
It's a question of depth, too. I mean, the Knicks have been very injured this year, and they're still not recovered from the injuries. So it's just going to be a question of whether the Knicks can stay healthy or not.
Yeah, I like both your picks. I think both of them are easily the two best options and who could possibly unseat the Heat. The Pacers have the huge front court that could definitely create a problem for Miami. And the Knicks, if they are on fire both offensively and defensively, they can pose problems. Both of them can be threats. I like both your picks. But the final thing we're going to talk about, the Nuggets, Danilo Gallinari is out for the remainder of the season after tearing his ACL. It's a bummer, but with such an important player being out, how serious are the chances of the Nuggets making a run in the West now?
Not too good, but I think they can get through one round. They're a scrappy team. They have Andre Iguodala, who's obviously an all-star player. They have Andre Miller, who's also another scrappy player. Right now, they're the 3 seed. They would play Golden State first round if it ended today. I think Golden State's kind of similar to them. They could get by Golden State, but not after that. They don't have enough tools to get by any other team.
I'm going to call the Nuggets are out first round. They lost. They are a completely different team without Gallinari. Gallinari provided a 3-point presence, and also he provided spreading the floor, which is very important in this league. While the post-Anthony era, the Nuggets have been focused on balance rather than having one scorer, and Gallinari completely takes away the balance. And
but
also,
they've won their 2 games since he's been out. They beat a good Rockets team in a high-scoring game, so they've shown they can score the ball.
They can score, but they also don't have the speed anymore. Like Gallinari provided the fast break presence that they needed, and when they go against the Golden State Warriors, they're much like the Nuggets. They're gonna press it, and they have a volume shooter in Steph Curry, and I just don't think they can get by them without Gallinari.
You know, as a whole, I think the Nuggets are a very high-paced, fast-paced offense, and it's exciting to watch them play. I do think Gallinari being out hurts their chances. I can see them going 7 games in the first round. I'm not going to call win or lose, but I don't see them game absolutely, by any means, through the second round unless a giant upset happens. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of One on One. But be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at One on One Sports. Thanks for watching, and as always, whose side are you on?